Hello there and welcome to this video where we'll talk a little bit about the Zerolag Oscillator. This is a tool for timing your trade entries. So the Zerolag Oscillator basically has three main features. It has a trend filter, a histogram, and price action signals to confirm setups and trade entries. All right, so the trend filter is pretty easy. We have a couple of different trend filters in the background here to choose from. We have volume as a default trend filter. So if it's green, then basically we're looking for long signals. And if it's red, then we'll be looking for short signals or short setups. And what we're looking for here are retracement signals. These are the opportunities that will allow us to work with the least amount of risk and the highest amount of rewards when we're right about timing here. So the idea is to step into a young trend, which is about to establish itself. We don't want to get into something that's too old or over the hill, so to speak. We want to participate in the main chunk of the trend. So if we're in an uptrend, we want to look for a retracement where there's a short-term oversold situation for a long scenario. So in that case, we'll have these setup bars here. They are white setup bars, so we see the start of a uptrend here, and then we have the first retracement coming in here, and these are what we call the oversold bars. The white bars are signaling a short-term oversold situation. So that's marking the setup for us there, and that's really what we're looking for next. Then are a signal that buyers are coming in back into the market, and in this case they didn't. So we have one of these gray bars here, and that's a sign that it's a weakness in the trend, and that it could signal a trend change. So this is the gray bar filter that we have in this. If it takes too long for buyers to act on this oversold situation, it's canceling out the setup, and we start seeing gray bars like this. And as you see here, it also turns into a red trend line here, which is telling us that we can't take any long positions. It's blocking all the long positions when we have this red trend line. But then we see a second retracement into this trend. We see retracements here as well, but we still have a red trend line here, so that's blocking the signal. But here we have a nice move up here, and then we have a retracement back into this. This is then short-term oversold, and then what we're looking for then is a confirmation of this, that buyers are coming back into the market, taking advantage of these short-term oversold prices. And that's when we see one of these lime green confirmation bars, and that's what we call an upthrust bar. So we have a close above the high of the previous bar, the setup bar, or we have a histogram bar here, which is higher than the previous one. That will then be a confirmation of the setup. You also see these racing stripes in here. These are generated from a NinjaTrader plugin, which is called Bloodhound, that we use quite a bit here to create trading strategies. Just to explain what those racing stripes are, they're not actually a part of this indicator, but you see these signals here. R is for the first retracement into the trend here, and then P is what we call a pyramid signal. And we on a trade entry, we set the stop loss below the low of the setup bar or the signal bar, whichever is the lowest. and then we get a second retracement here, and then we get a pyramid signal. We call it pyramid because it allows us to add to the position, and once we add to a position, we move the stop obviously up to the new entry, and scaling into the trade here. So for short setups, it's pretty much the same logic, but obviously we're on the south side of the trend filter here. The zero line is red, and retracement signal will occur when there is a short-term overbought in this downtrend, and we have a couple of situations here. These yellow bars are signaling a short-term overbought, and I will be looking for a confirmation signal, which is a down thrust bar with a close below the low of the setup bar, or with a histogram bar which is lower than the setup bar. So we then set the stop above the high of the setup bar, or the signal bar, whichever has the highest high. And again, we have this gray bar filter in here. We need to see this confirmation within 3 bars. You can of course set the threshold here yourself to determine how long you're willing to wait for the sellers to come back into the market and take advantage of these short-term overbought prices. Yeah, the main concept here being that we are canceling out setups that take too long to materialize. There is also a threshold level in here that we pay attention to. It's a oversold or overbought threshold to prevent us from getting into trades when the market has gone too far in one direction. So this is what happened over here. We had a oversold threshold, so that prevented us from taking the signals here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the basics of the zero lag. We can have a quick look here at the indicator on a live chart. Let's see here if we can find the right one. Okay, so here we have one retracement signal here. I have not added Bloodhound to this one, so this is we will just see the zero lag signals here. First retracement here, coming in here, and we see we have not a down thrust bar here. We don't have a close which is below the low of the setup bar. So in this case, we have a histogram bar which is lower than the setup bar, which is also triggering this signal here. And then we also have, if we want to generate additional signals here, we can turn off a filter. We have a weak pyramiding filter and a weak retracement filter. And as you see, then we will have a little bit more noise here, noise signals. So here we have a weak pyramiding signal coming in here. A weak pyramiding signal is basically allowing the confirmation to come with 1 bar delay. So when compared to the ordinary strong signal, the color coding is a yellow, and then salmon red, And then red compared to the ordinary strong signal, which is a one of these red bar directly after the yellow signal, yellow setup bar here. So we have this confirmation bar coming in 1 bar delayed. And a weak retracement signal is simply the first retracement that comes in after the histogram has crossed the zero line, and it's considered weak here because we don't have a oversold situation. We have no yellow bars here. Has not been detected by the fast stochastics, and we allow the weak retracement still because we have some buying pressure right here coming in here. It just doesn't meet the threshold of overbought and this yellow color coding from the fast stochastics. There's a lot of other settings in here. Yeah, we can let's get rid of the auction bars here. Let's see if this. I wanted to get the color coding on the bars here, and I think there's a conflict here. So now we see here the Zerolag color coding is on the bars. So we have yellow bars here in this setup period. Then we have the confirmation, the bright red. The salmon color here is also overbought, but not strong overbought like the yellow bars are signaling. Yeah, likewise here with green, we have dark green and white as oversold, and then these bright green lime bars as confirmation signals. There's a couple of other things here in the dialog box as well. As I said, we have a couple of different trend filters. We have volume as default. You also can choose super and regression trend. And here we have the gray bar filter. I've that activated. You can play around with the look back period as well, and this oversold and overbought threshold. And yeah, there's ATR multiplier for the trend filters and volume period here, regression period. Then we have a couple of display options as well, and of course also sound alerts. All right, so I think that is a wrap for the Zerolag Oscillator. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please leave me a comment in the form below here and let me know what you got out of it, and share with some of your trading buddies if you enjoyed it. Appreciate you tuning in here, and I'll hopefully hear from you soon. Take care, and bye-bye.